In a world where technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate, it's no surprise that men are facing new challenges that are affecting them both mentally and physically. Here are 11 reasons why men are getting weaker, and what we can do to stop it. Welcome to Beginner's Friend. In today's video, we'll be exploring a topic that has been the subject of much debate in recent times: why are men getting weaker both mentally and physically? From declining testosterone levels to the rise of sedentary lifestyles, there are a number of factors that contribute to this phenomenon. You see, it's not just about hitting the gym or trying to meditate. There's something much deeper going on. Our lifestyle, distractions, and comforts are impacting our growth in ways we might not even realize. So, buckle up, because today we are diving into 11 reasons why men are getting weaker mentally and physically in the present world. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Reason number 1: sedentary lifestyle. The advance of technology and automation has made life easier, but it's also made us lazier. A lot of jobs these days involve sitting at a desk for hours on end, and because of all the technology, we don't have to move around as much as we used to. This lack of physical activity isn't good for our bodies. It makes our muscles and bones weaker and raises the chances of getting serious diseases like obesity, diabetes, and heart problems. Plus, not moving around enough can make us feel tired and down. It's really important to fit regular exercise into our daily routines. It's not just about staying physically healthy, it's also about keeping our minds in good shape. When we exercise, our bodies release happy chemicals called endorphins, which make us feel better and think more clearly. Nowadays, many guys spend a ton of time sitting in front of computers or TVs because of their jobs or hobbies. But sitting around too much can lead to weak muscles and joints, making it easier to get hurt or sick. We live in a time where technology is everywhere, and it's changing the way we live. But all this sitting is making us weaker, both physically and mentally. It weakens our bodies, makes us gain weight, and messes with our ability to think clearly. So, always remember that exercise is a great stress reliever, and we need to make sure we are getting enough of it. Reason number 2: lack of purpose and meaning. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone seems caught up in materialistic pursuits and seeking instant satisfaction, many guys find it tough to discover meaning and purpose in their lives. When you don't have a clear goal or something that makes you feel happy, it's easy to start feeling like nothing really matters and life doesn't have any point. This can make you feel super down and like there's no hope. But if you find something that really matters to you, like a job you love, hobbies that make you excited, or people who care about you, it can make a huge difference. It's like having a compass that helps you navigate through tough times. Nowadays, we are surrounded by all sorts of gadgets like smartphones and computers that make life easier in some ways, but they also make it way too easy to get hooked on them. Spending too much time staring at screens and trying to do a million things at once can mess with your brain. It can make it hard to pay attention, remember things, and solve problems. Plus, all that blue light from screens messes with your body's internal clock, making it hard to sleep and leaving you feeling tired, grumpy, and worn out. So, always remember that it's essential to balance our interaction with technology to maintain a healthy and fulfilling life. Reason number 3: toxic masculinity. Society often expects men to fit into a narrow idea of what it means to be masculine, like being tough, hiding emotions, and always being strong. But sticking strictly to these rules can stop men from being themselves and asking for help when they need it. It's important for guys to break away from these expectations and be real about how they feel. When men can be open and true to themselves, it makes relationships stronger, boosts self-confidence, and keeps their minds healthy. Following traditional ideas of masculinity can stop men from showing their feelings or getting help when they are struggling. When emotions are pushed down, it can lead to a lot of stress, worry, and feeling really down. Not being able to talk about feelings makes it hard to connect with others and can make mental health problems worse. The pressure to act tough all the time can really hurt men's health. They are often told to keep their emotions in check and not reach out for help, which can lead to more stress and mental health issues. Society expects men to be strong and not show weakness, but this can put a lot of strain on their mental and emotional health, making it even harder for them to ask for help. It's so important to let men know it's okay to talk about how they feel and ask for support when they need it. Breaking away from these strict rules society puts on men and seeking emotional support is crucial for their overall well-being. Reason number 4, poor diet. In a world full of fast food and packaged snacks, many guys find it tough to eat well. These foods are packed with sugars, bad fats, and lots of stuff that's not good for you. They can mess up your body, making you gain weight, feel inflamed, and weaken your immune system. And guess what? Eating junk doesn't just affect your body, it messes with your mind too. Studies show that eating badly can make you feel more sad and anxious. But here's the good news, we can turn things around. Instead of loading up on burgers and chips, we can choose real foods that are packed with the good stuff our bodies need. Think colorful fruits, crunchy veggies, lean meats, and hearty grains. These foods give us all the vitamins and minerals we need to feel awesome, both in body and mind. See, too much fast food and junk isn't just a problem for our waistlines, it's weakening us inside and out. It saps our energy, makes us more likely to get sick, and puts us at risk for serious health issues like heart disease and diabetes. And it's not just about what we eat, it's about what we don't eat too. When we skip out on essential nutrients, our bodies and brains suffer. So, let's break free from the fast food trap. By choosing nutritious foods and ditching the junk, we can fuel our bodies for success and feel our best every day. Reason number 5, digital distractions. The flood of digital gadgets and non-stop connectivity has brought about an age of constant distractions. People often find themselves endlessly scrolling through social media, tackling emails, and devouring digital content. This non-stop activity not only makes it hard to concentrate and get things done, but also affects how we feel mentally. Too much screen time has links to lousy sleep, more stress, and feeling dissatisfied with life. It's crucial to set limits with technology, practice mindfulness, and do things offline to get back focus and clear your mind. Sure, technology has totally changed how we live and work, but spending too much time staring at screens can mess with our well-being. From smartphones to social media, many of us are always connected, finding it hard to unplug and relax. We are bombarded with images of perfection, comparing ourselves to others and feeling not good enough. This constant comparison can chip away at our self-esteem, making us feel mentally and physically weak. Social media connects us, but using it too much can mess with our mental well-being. The boom of social media has brought in a whole new world of comparing ourselves and seeking validation, especially among men. Scrolling endlessly and seeing carefully crafted content can make us feel inadequate, lonely, and anxious. Getting a rush from likes and comments can lead to addictive habits, dropping self-esteem, messing with body image, and increasing stress levels. All of this adds up to a shaky mental and emotional state. Reason number 6, lack of sleep. Sleep is super important for our bodies and minds. But lots of guys don't make it a priority to get enough sleep. They skip out on sleep because they are busy with work or fun stuff, not realizing how much it affects their health. Not getting enough sleep messes up our body's natural rhythms, makes it hard to think clearly, and weakens our immune system. Plus, it can make us feel down or anxious. So, it's crucial to have a regular sleep routine, make our sleep environment cozy, and try relaxation tricks to help us sleep better. In a world that's always buzzing, many guys give up sleep time for work or fun. But not getting enough sleep doesn't just make us feel tired and foggy-headed, it also makes us more likely to get sick or have serious health problems like diabetes or heart disease. Without enough rest, our bodies and brains can't recharge properly, and we end up feeling worn out and not our best. Always remember, bad sleep can mess with how we think, how we feel, and how strong our bodies are. So, it's really important to get a good night's sleep to stay healthy and happy. Things like working long hours, staring at screens too much, or having a wonky sleep schedule can mess up our mental and physical health, making us less resilient. Nowadays, with smartphones and constant connections, guys often sacrifice sleep for work, hanging out, or watching stuff. But not getting enough sleep messes with our body's natural clock, throws off our hormones, makes our immune system weaker, and cranks up our stress levels. It even messes with how our brain works, making us more likely to feel down or anxious. Reason number 7, excessive stress. The pressures of today's world, like work, money, and relationships, often make guys really stressed out. When we are stressed, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. It's helpful in the short term, but when stress sticks around, it can mess up our bodies and minds. Long-term stress messes with our immune system, hormones, and can cause stuff like high blood pressure and heart problems. Plus, it's not good for our mental health, making us more likely to feel down and not think straight. So, it's super important for guys to find ways to chill out, like exercising, meditating, or just taking it easy. Men today deal with a lot of stress, whether it's from work or personal stuff. All that stress can make us sick and mess with our heads, causing anxiety and feeling really down. We often feel like we have to prove ourselves, whether it's at work or in relationships, which just adds to the stress. Trying to juggle everything we are supposed to do, like work and family, can really wear us down and mess with our heads. Society expects a lot from us guys, pushing us to fit into certain roles. This can make us feel like we can't be ourselves, causing even more stress and sadness. So, it's important to take care of ourselves and find ways to relax in this crazy world. Reason number 8, lack of meaningful connections. Despite the internet and smartphones bringing us closer, lots of guys still feel really lonely. When you don't have real, in-person chats with people, it's like missing out on the emotional boost you get from friends and family. Not having that support system doesn't just mess with your mind, but it can also mess with your body, making you more likely to get sick. Making real connections, joining in community stuff, and asking for help when you need it are super important for feeling like you belong and staying healthy overall. Loads of guys struggle with feeling alone because they don't have strong friendships. This can make them feel sad and worried, which isn't good for them mentally or physically. Guys are often taught to be tough and handle things alone, but that can make them feel even more cut off from others. Feeling lonely can really mess with your head, making you feel down on yourself and anxious. But if guys can find and keep good friendships, it can make a huge difference. We humans need other people to feel good. But too many guys today don't have those important connections. This can make them feel isolated, down, and worried, which isn't good for their mental health. It's hard for guys to reach out and talk about their problems, and not having many friends or support makes it even tougher. Humans are social animals, so having strong connections with others is super important for staying healthy overall. But lots of guys struggle to make and keep close friendships because of all the pressure from society. Feeling cut off like this can make guys feel really alone, sad, and less able to cope with stuff. In today's fast world, it's easy for real connections to slip away. Guys might find it hard to make and keep close friendships, which leaves them feeling isolated and down, which isn't good for them emotionally or mentally. Even though we are more connected than ever through technology, loads of guys are still feeling really alone. Not having those important connections can mess with your mind and body, making you more likely to feel sad, anxious, and even get sick. It's super important to build real relationships and make face-to-face time a priority to fight against feeling cut off from others. Reason number 9, substance abuse. The easy availability of alcohol and drugs nowadays poses a big risk for men's health. Many times, people start using substances to deal with stress, numb emotional pain, or make social situations more enjoyable. But relying on these substances just makes existing mental health problems worse and can lead to addiction. Using drugs or alcohol messes with your judgment, impairs how your brain works, and increases the chances of accidents and injuries. If you find yourself struggling with substance abuse, it's important to reach out for professional help, connect with support networks, and find healthy ways to cope. Bad eating habits, too much alcohol, smoking, and substance abuse can all seriously harm your mental and physical health. These habits can make men feel less healthy overall. Addiction to drugs, alcohol, or other substances is a big factor in making both our bodies and minds weaker. Men, more often than women, face difficulties with addiction, affecting their health and well-being. Addiction can lead to various health problems like liver disease, heart disease, and depression. To overcome addiction and take back control of your life, seeking professional help and support is crucial. A lot of men turn to drugs and alcohol to deal with life's stresses. However, substance abuse can quickly get out of hand and turn into addiction, causing serious physical and mental health issues, further harming their overall well-being. Reason number 10, work-life imbalance. In today's competitive work culture, many men focus too much on their careers and forget about taking care of themselves. Working too hard all the time makes them feel stressed, tired, and burned out. They end up neglecting their relationships, hobbies, and even their own health. It's important to set boundaries, have realistic expectations, and take care of yourself to have a good balance between work and life. Nowadays, there's a lot of pressure to be successful at work, but it shouldn't come at the cost of your health and happiness. Many men work too much, forget to take care of themselves, and struggle to find a balance between work and personal life. This can lead to a lot of stress and feeling mentally exhausted. In our super competitive society, it's easy for men to get stuck in a cycle of always trying to be successful, but it's not healthy in the long run. Finding a balance between work and life is really important for staying happy and healthy, but many men find it hard to stop working and take care of themselves. By setting boundaries and having healthy routines, we can make sure we are not just working all the time and actually enjoying our lives. Trying to be successful in a competitive world can make you forget to take care of yourself. Men often end up working long hours and not spending enough time relaxing or with their loved ones. This not only causes problems in relationships, but also makes you feel stressed out, which can lead to burnout, less productivity, and feeling unhappy overall. Reason number 11, lack of mental health awareness. Despite more people understanding mental health problems, many still think badly about them, especially when it comes to men. Society expects men to be tough and not show their feelings, which makes it hard for them to talk about their mental health issues. Because of this, many men don't get the help they need, which makes their problems worse and makes it harder for them to do everyday things. We need to make it normal to talk about mental health, fight against the bad ideas, and encourage men to get help when they need it. Lots of men have been through bad things like being hurt or ignored, which can make them sick in their minds and bodies for a long time. Men are more likely than women to have bad things happen to them, like being hurt, which can make them sick for a long time. When bad things happen, it can really hurt someone's mental health, making them feel scared, sad, and having a hard time dealing with stress. Getting help from a professional can help men deal with the bad things that happen to them and become stronger. Some men don't get help when they need it because they are afraid of what people will think, or they don't know where to find help. Because they don't get help, their mental and physical health gets worse. Society and culture often tell men they shouldn't show when they are weak or ask for help, which makes them feel bad and alone. We need to fight against these bad ideas and make it normal for men to ask for help when they need it. So there you have it. It's important to understand these factors so that we can work to reverse this trend and help men lead happier, healthier lives. And watch this video to discover the 7 proven ways to increase your value in both your personal and professional life. It's the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving the life you've always dreamed of in today's competitive world.